Actually, Miami is one of the best places to be because it's become the capital for South America. It's definitely 2 hours for 3 hours from every different South America. The majority of them, it's 2 hours from Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina, it's 7 hours, Brazil, it's 8 hours. Majority of the people like to come to enjoy their time and their family, and definitely in Miami, because of the weather, because of the destination that you have for every different place, the feeling that people are getting, all the culture that you have here. Everything that you have in this city is actually one of the nicer things that can happen to people here. You have three good cities, it's New York, Los Angeles, and Miami. Now it's become so famous because of what's going on in South Beach, what's going on in all this area, that it's a live city, and people like to stay alive. Financially, it's one of the nicest places to be, and it's a nice area to spend time with your family, or to just come for do an investment in Miami, or to relax here. And it's a very reasonable price compared to different places all over the world. The US is a very safe place to invest money. And what makes people more comfortable compared to different countries, the stability of the US country actually make people feel 10 times better. Because you know, when you buy something and you invest money in this country, it's rarely that you're gonna lose if you buy it right, if you buy the right location, if you buy the right reason, if you see what you're buying and make sure that your value will be always in place. So it's very important not to have an unstable market like they have it in a lot of different countries. One day you hear that Europe and Greece are in trouble, Russia is in trouble. If you go to Argentina 10 years ago, it was a different trouble. Everything is not stable. When you come to Miami, somehow it's stable. When you buy real estate in Miami, it's definitely protecting you, because even the value will go down, has a good reason to go up because the stability of the country. I always said, when you buy real estate, you have to look into it very careful, and not to leave an illusion that maybe there's gonna be more and more and more than the reality. In 2008, prices went skyrocket, like with no needs. People buy real estate with almost no money down payment, so did not care about what happened to the economy. You're buying an apartment, prices become so expensive, it's not necessity, people did not have any need for that. So you can see that when you sell so many apartments to investors, and you have one building and you have 500 units, and 400 of these people, they are investors, and the day of closing, all these people want to sell the apartment. So the investment becomes a very, very bad investment, because you have too many units for sale in the same project, and the same concept that a lot of people come and bought 10, 15, 20 units in one shot, because it's not a big deal to put 20% down payment to buy a building and try to sell an apartment or to do whatever they do. And this is what affecting the market big time, because something that really worth $1 million, they went and sell it for $600,000. So these people lose 60, 70%, or sometimes even 100% of their money, because they pay too much. So you always have to be cautious and to make sure that you buy the right location, the right price, and make sure that whatever you get, it's fit the three purposes and these three reasons that people buy real estate: vacation home, primary resident, and investment. One of the things that actually make people more comfortable today, everybody has to put 50% down payment. The down payment that used to be before 10% and 5% and no money down and etc. Right now it's 50% down payment. The project that you have, they are very nice project. You have good, strong developer that can build it. So it's a little bit different today if you build in the right location. Everybody choose the location that he want to be. Some people think that if they're gonna go to the Brickell area is a better investment. Some people think if they go to buy a small building is gonna be a better investment. I believe differently. If you locate it on the beach resort section, because 60% of the people that are arriving to Miami, they're buying a second home and a vacation, and they like to combine it with an investment at the same time. You have a big movement from New York. You have a big movement that the price in New York right now, it's so expensive that people like to understand that if 5 years from now they intend to move to Miami to enjoy their time here, they cannot buy an apartment in New York for these prices, that the prices is outrageous, it's not normal. everything went out of proportion. And today you can see that some real estate in Miami is selling for $30 and $40 million for resident and condominium. That is not normal. And personal, I don't see that unit that you're buying for 15 million. I don't believe this will go up to 30 million. I don't believe that apartment that you purchase for 10 million will be 20 million. But if you see conservative way that the people that buy real estate, and they buy real estate to make sure that they're not going to get affected, and you buy decent sized square foot with all the facility, and you pay minimum of money that you can be able to rent it out to cover your cost. So you do investment and you have vacation home in the same time. As long as you buy real estate, as I mentioned before, that fit the three purposes that people want to live in it. One, it's the primary resident. Second is the vacation home. Third, the opportunity of the investment to see how the price will be increased based on what's happened to the economy. And as long as you have necessity and need for this real estate that you buy, your value always will be increased. As long as you pay below market value, your value will be increased and you minimize your risk. So what we do, we create different things, and this is what we have in general. But Miami is one of the best places in the world to do investment today because it's still growing all the way up to the sky and it's going to be very expensive in the future.